Do you really need to buy a house, or is it just because society expects you to? In many Indian cities, owning a home is considered the gold standard of being settled. If this sounds familiar, then you are in the right place. In this video, I'll break down exactly when and why you should buy a home. Plus, we'll discuss whether taking a home loan is a smarter move than paying upfront if you have the cash. And of course, we will tackle the big question, should you prepay your home loan or not? Let's not waste any more time. Let's dive right in. Buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. It depends on three things: your financial stability, your future plans, and the real estate market. Owning a home gives you stability and a sense of accomplishment, but rushing into it, that could lead to a serious financial stress. If you're thinking about taking a home loan, here's a simple rule. Your total EMIs, including all other loans, should not exceed 40% of your monthly income. If they do, you're overextending yourself. Now, let's say you have the cash to buy a home outright. Should you still take a loan? Here's something to think about. Home loans come with tax benefits, and if you invest that cash in mutual funds or stocks, you might earn higher returns than the interest you pay on the loan. So, in some cases, taking a loan can actually be the smarter choice. But before that, when should you actually buy a house? In your 20s, 30s, or 40s? I've made a video covering this. See the pinned comments or description for details of the video. But I can also make a detailed video on this, including the question rent versus buy. Let me know in the comments if I should make this video. Now, let's understand the home loans basics. A home loan is simply borrowed money that you repay in monthly EMIs. But before you take one, you must understand its key components. Principal, the actual amount you borrow. Interest, the cost of borrowing charged as percentage of the principal. Loan tenure, the period over which you'll repay the loan. EMI, equated monthly installment, the fixed monthly amount deducted from your bank account to repay the loan. Paying EMIs regularly also builds a good credit score. Processing fees, a one-time fee lenders charge to process your application. Interest rates. Interest rates determine how affordable your loan is. When rates are low, borrowing is cheaper, making the best time to take a loan. But when the rates rise, your EMIs increase, stretching your budget. Always keep an eye on RBI announcements and market trends to time your loan application wisely. Compare rates on financial websites to find the best deal. Now, here's the shocking truth. Indian banks use floating interest rates for loans but fixed interest rates when paying you on FDs. That's how they maximize their profits. So what is fixed interest rate? Stays the same throughout the loan tenure. Your EMIs remains constant, perfect for those who want stability. Though many banks I've seen offer this only for the initial few years. Floating interest rate changes with market conditions. You save money when rates drop, but EMIs rise when rates go up. During COVID, home loan rates were around 6 to 8%, but today they stand at 8 to 10%. Did you know that in the first few years, most of your EMIs goes towards interest rather than principal? That's because interest is calculated on the outstanding principal, which is highest at the beginning. Let's take an example. If your EMI is 30,000, in the first few years, 25,000 might go to interest, only 5,000 actually reduces the principal. As time passes, this ratio flips. More of your EMI goes towards the principal and less towards interest. But here's the catch. When floating interest rates go up, bank increase your loan tenure instead of EMI. And this means you pay more interest for more years. And guess what? The banks won't even tell you about this. Here's another example of how interest rate hikes trap you. Imagine you take a 20 lakh home loan at 8% for 15 years. Your EMI is 19,113. And you pay a total interest of 14.4 lakhs over the loan period. Now, if the bank increases your interest rate to 11%, but you keep paying the same EMI, your loan tenure jumps from 15 years to 23 years. That means you end up paying a whopping 35 lakhs in total interest instead of 14.4 lakhs. Crazy, right? This is why you should restructure your loan. Go to your bank and request to keep the same tenure, 15 years in this example, but increase your EMI to say 22,732. By doing this, you will pay a total interest of 20.9 lakhs instead of 35 lakhs, saving 15 lakhs in interest just by increasing your EMI by 3,500 rupees per month. This sounds like a smart move, doesn't it? You can restructure your loan and increase EMI even more to save the interest. But the thumb rule of 40% must still be at work. If you are thinking, why not just take a loan with fixed interest rate? Well, here's the problem. Fixed interest rates are usually 1 to 3% higher than floating interest rates. So, if your interest rate drops in the market, your rate remains the same, meaning you miss out on the savings. Some banks also charge a prepayment fee on fixed interest loans. So, while fixed rates offer stability, they come at a cost. Even with all these EMI and interest rate chaos, there's a way to save big. Make prepayments whenever possible. Got a bonus, salary hike, or unexpected cash? Use it to pay down your loan early. Even a lakh prepayment on a 50 lakh loan can save you approximately 3 to 4 lakhs in interest. Pro tip, do this early in your loan tenure when the interest portion is actually the highest. Opt for a shorter loan tenure. If you can afford higher EMIs, choose a shorter tenure like 15 years instead of 20 years. Yes, your EMIs will be slightly higher, but you'll save lakhs in interest over time. Of course, keep in mind the 40% rule. And here's the bonus tip. Tax benefits on home loans. Home loans also help you save on taxes. Section 80C, deduct up to 1.5 lakhs on principal payment. Section 24B, deduction up to 2 lakhs on interest paid for self-occupied home. And Section 80EE, first-time home buyers get an extra 50,000 deduction. It comes in asterisks, therefore there's condition applicable. These benefits make home loans an even smarter choice financially. However, you should now evaluate these benefits depending on the tax regime you fall under, either old or new tax regime. Actually, comment below and tell me if there are any benefits on home loans under the new tax regime. So, home loan is a big commitment, but with the right strategy, it can work in your favor. Understand your loan's components, time your loan application wisely, choose the right interest that meets your objective, and make prepayments to reduce interest. Take advantage of all tax benefits that is available to you. And most importantly, plan your finances carefully to make this journey smooth and rewarding. That's it from me. I'm Nikhil Varghese. Share this video and subscribe to learn how to make your finances less tricky with FinNiki.